Hi, welcome back to my channel. All of us are familiar with those busy mornings where we hardly have any time to cook and we all reach for those few slices of bread, make a sandwich and get going. Now, can this be considered as a decent healthy breakfast? That would depend on what you're making the sandwich out of, the bread. So today we're going to be talking about certain tips that would help us in selecting the healthiest bread available when going grocery shopping next time. Tip number 1. Skip, flip and read. So when you see a packet of bread sitting on the shelf in the grocery store, skip the entire front of the package. Now for example, this packet claims that it is a 12 grain bread and we'll be like 12 grains, wow. Now skip, flip and read the ingredient list wherein the first ingredient is mentioned as enriched wheat flour. So that means that this is not a whole grain bread. So now what about the claim telling that it is 12 grains? That's not a lie. Definitely there are 12 grains in it. But these 12 grains can be sprinkled as a topping all over the bread and still the company can claim it as a 12 grain bread. So don't get carried away by the front of the package. Tip number 2. Look at the size and nature of the ingredient list. So for making bread, the basic ingredients would be flour, water, salt, sugar and yeast. But this is when you're making the bread at home. Now when we're getting the bread from the store, the ingredient list would be a little more longer because the bread that you make at home would stay only for a short time, but the bread that you get at the store would stay for a long time. So the ingredient list would be longer, but it shouldn't be so long that it is like a big paragraph. Now also look at the nature of the ingredient list. If the ingredient list is longer due to healthy ingredients, then it is a different thing. But generally speaking, a shorter ingredient list is always preferred. Now what do I mean by ingredient list getting longer with healthy ingredients? The easy way to differentiate between the healthy ones and the unhealthy ingredients is that the healthy ingredients are the ones that you can find or don't mind keeping in your kitchen. For example, quinoa flour, rolled oats, etc. But the unhealthy ingredients are the ones that you can find mainly in the chemical laboratories like chemicals, preservatives, etc. So a shorter ingredient list is always preferred. Tip number 3. The first ingredient matters. So as we are all aware, the ingredient list is always mentioned in such a way that the ingredients are in their decreasing order of their weights. That means that the first ingredient is always the most predominant one. Now for example, the first ingredient in this one is whole wheat flour, and in this one the first ingredient is enriched wheat flour. Now what is the difference between the whole wheat flour and the enriched wheat flour? The whole wheat flour is made from the complete whole grain, whereas in the enriched wheat flour certain nutrients are stripped off during processing and certain synthetic or artificial nutrients are added or fortified with. It is always recommended to go for the whole wheat compared to the enriched versions because the nutritional benefits are definitely higher in the first one. Tip number 4. The serving size matters. So always look at the serving size mentioned in the nutritional facts. For example, in this one, the serving size is mentioned as 1 slice. You're supposed to eat only 1 slice per serving. Whereas in this one, the serving size is mentioned as 2 slices. So it is very important to compare the serving sizes, which could be different in different packages, because only if the base is same, then only can we compare the other nutrients and other parameters. Tip number 5. The fiber should be at least 2 grams per slice or 4 grams per 2 slices. So now to compare this, a serving size would matter as mentioned in the last step. As we all know, fiber is very important for a good digestive system to keep you fuller, and if you are on your weight loss journey, then fiber is your friend. Tip number 6. Look at the sugar and sodium levels. The sugar should be less than 2 grams per slice or 4 grams per 2 slices, and the sodium should be less than 150 milligram per slice or 300 milligram per 2 slices. If you cannot find anything with these mentioned values, go for the ones which has the least sodium and sugar. Now tip number 7. Preservatives. Always try to choose a bread which has limited number of preservatives. A bread without any preservatives is a very rare find because then it would be stable only for 4 to 5 days. It is not available everywhere, but if it is, it would be available in the refrigerated section of your grocery store. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe if you have not. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.